I was sent this article by Andrew in my WhatsApp community. I thought it'd be quite interesting as it pretty much affects anybody that's either considering going on GLP-1s or is already on GLP-1s. Eli Lilly to hike price of Monjuro weight loss diabetes medicines by 170%. Now, this is reported in Reuters. Lilly to raise UK price to mirror other European markets. Pharma industry under pressure from Trump to cut US prices, hike prices abroad. Price hike will not affect Monjuro supply through state-run NHS. Now, in my case, I don't use the NHS, and a good chunk of the people within my community don't use the NHS. They purchase from online pharmacists such as MedExpress. The new price is effective as of September. The price for a month's supply of the highest dose of medicine will increase from £122 to £330. Eli Lilly will raise the UK price of its UK weight loss type 2 diabetes treatment, Monjuro, by 170% in line with European markets, it said on Thursday, as the pharma industry responds to US pressure to equalize drug prices across the markets. Lilly said that when it launched Monjuro in Britain, it agreed to a list price significantly below that in the three other European markets to prevent delays in availability through the British National Health Service. We are now aligning the list price more consistently. Lilly said, adding it had simultaneously reached an agreement with the NHS to ensure continued supply and access. I can't help but look at this and think the NHS has recently started rolling out more and more prescriptions on a wider basis. It used to, the suggestion used to be that there could be up to a 5-year waiting list. I've noticed a lot recently that people are being called in to the NHS kind of GP surgeries and they're being actively offered these GLP-1s. My previous partner, for example, and many other people, is now become a more socially accepted kind of response. Oh, you've got a chest infection, here, have some antibiotics. Oh, you are overweight, here, have you considered Monjuro and a GLP-1? I can't help but feel that this is once again a company knowing that they're going to get more demand, so therefore maximizing the price and therefore generating maximum profit. This is one of those things where drug companies have their kind of half-life when it comes to these medications. Back in the day, it was the little blue pill, where when it first came out, they couldn't use a specific name for a period of time, and they couldn't sell the formula under any other name until it lapses and then it becomes more generic. I feel in this case, one, it's America feeling the pinch because they do get charged more for this medication, and in the process Eli Lilly gets their profit from America and therefore is able to subsidize it elsewhere. But if the US is being forced to change the pricing in America, it's got to pick up the profit elsewhere, and the NHS in the UK is subsidized by our taxes, but it also has once again been prescribing this more to more people. So it's Eli Lilly trying to get more money from the European markets to balance out America, in my opinion. The move reflects how the pharmaceutical industry is navigating policy changes in the US by its far most lucrative markets. The US pays more for prescription drugs than any other country. That's because they like to gouge the living shit out of themselves, often 3 times as much more than other developed nations. Donald Trump says he wants to narrow the gap to stop Americans being ripped off. Reuters reported last week that Trump's administration is talking to drug makers about ways to raise the prices of medications in Europe and elsewhere in order to cut drug costs in the US. A list price, not typically made public, is set by the drug manufacturers before rebates and discounts, but the new price will not be paid by the NHS. It and the company confirmed to ensure continued access. Okay. So I'm reacting to this as I'm looking at it. Okay. I'm also reading it and I'm aware that it's not currently on screen. I apologize. So yes, basically, they're not going to screw up the NHS just yet, but this will affect people such as myself who order from online pharmacies like MedExpress, who didn't want to go through the NHS because of the jumping through hoops. Lilly said that working with private providers who can agree on their own confidential agreements, Lilly launched Monjuro in the UK February last year, while rival Novosek's Wegovy treatment has been available since September 2023. In the UK, mirroring dynamics, Lilly changed Novo's first mover advantage swiftly. By late 2024, Monjuro sales outstripped those of Wegovy and on the online booming pharmacy market. Monjuro, Wegovy are highly effective weight loss medications from GLP-1 drug class. Soaring demand propelled both Lilly and Novo's record profits, but Novo has recently come under pressure and issued a profit warning last month, citing intense competition. So what do I feel that this means to people like myself? I am very, very, very lucky in the fact that whilst doing these YouTube videos and just basically tracking my own life, giving myself a video diary that other people have continued to watch, that have hopefully inspired people. They've then purchased that thing using my link down below. And I've been lucky enough that those kind of referral things have helped discount my medication in general. I've mentioned this on this channel before. I'm not sponsored in any way, shape or form. I just happen to use MedExpress. And every time that they click on the link and then they use my referral code, I get £40 back. And I've put a fair few through there that my last few jabs have been free for me. But what this does do is for people that have gone down that route and they've chosen, right, I want to try an online pharmacy. I need to save X amount of pounds per month. I don't eat the takeaways, so I might as well put that money towards the jabs. All of a sudden, your jab's going to go up an extra £100 or more. Now, if you're going through the NHS, then that won't matter because the NHS, once again, as we've seen here, will not have to pay the price, and in the long run will probably swallow the price. And then in the UK, you get a prescription fee of £9 per prescription anyway, compared to the American market where it's a free-for-all where they gouge the living shit out of each other and they jump through hoops through insurance processes. Because if you can charge an American a stupid fee, here you go, this is £12 in the UK, but in America that's $700. But if you use your insurance, I can reduce this down to $100, and then the insurance pays $600 in some kind of cannibalizing bullshit of money, and you pay $100, you're still paying above list price, and everybody makes profit, but you feel like that you've had a discount of $600 when you haven't, because it's horseshit. I think that this could possibly push this jab out of the reach of some average everyday people, some people that seriously need this medication. If I was paying £150 per jab, like I should be, then that's manageable. Could I have justified £330 per month to myself when I started this in January? Probably not. My situations have changed recently. I'm now more in control of my own finances. I'm now a single parent rather than in a relationship in which then all of your finances are juggled all together and you've got lots of other kind of liabilities elsewhere and stuff. The maths doesn't even add up to me. Like if you're doing fast food mathematics and you're like, okay, a takeaway is normally 25, 30 quid, especially if you're slightly bigger and you order more and order too much, right? Let's say you have 2 takeaways like a week. Let's be honest, in my bouts of depression, I've had many, many more in the past. Not ashamed to say that in the past, when my mental health was bad, I would have a takeaway pretty much every day. But let's say 2 a week, right? That's £60 a week, 120 a fortnight, 240 for the month. That still hasn't paid your £330 for the jab. You know, I just wanted to share this because I think it's important for my community. And I'd love to know your opinion on this. Are you using online pharmacies? Are you using the NHS? Will this affect you? If in September your jab jumps from £150 to £330, will that mean that you have to stop your medication? Please let me know in the description down below. Once again, thank you, Andrew, for sending me this article. I think it's been interesting to dive into it. And if you want to see these kind of news or share ideas with me, scan this QR code and join our community. It's completely free and we can chat about these topics. I'm Alan. I'm losing it. Are you?